My name is David Rhodes and I'm the Chairman of the Reserve Forces and Cadets Association for Yorkshire and the Humber. And we have the privilege each year of hosting the Lord Lieutenant Award Ceremony for West Yorkshire, which I'm delighted to tell you this evening comes from here in Carlton Barracks in Leeds. This substantial barracks has been home to the British Army for over 150 years now, and it is right in the centre of the city, and it hosts a multiple of reservist and cadet units. We're here at this venue to join Her Majesty's Lord Lieutenant of West Yorkshire, Mr. Ed Anderson, in honouring some of the county's truly outstanding volunteers and cadets. Mr. Anderson has been chosen by Her Majesty the Queen as her very own representative for West Yorkshire. And the awards that he bestows are the highest honours that any citizen can receive, other than those conferred directly by Her Majesty in the New Year and in the birthdays honours lists. We've around 2,500 reservists here in Yorkshire. They serve in local units of the Royal Naval Reserve, the Royal Marines Reserve, the Army Reserve and the Royal Air Force Reserve. These reservists combine full-on careers in civilian life with vital roles in the military. If they're mobilised for full-time operational duty, they carry out the same tasks and to the same high standards as their regular counterparts. They also receive the same world-class training and they develop the same skills. All in all, our reservists make up around 14% of the nation's total defence capacity, and they are an essential part of our national defence. And I'm delighted that our Lord Lieutenant is recognising 5 of the county's reservists this evening. Our cadet forces are amongst Britain's oldest youth organisations, and they consist of the Sea Cadet Corps, the Army Cadet Force, the Air Training Corps and the schools-based combined cadet forces. And they provide an opportunity for young people to undertake lots of challenging activities and also gain qualifications such as BTEC and the Duke of Edinburgh Award Scheme. To keep all of this going relies, of course, upon the many adult cadet force volunteers, and they give up their spare time to manage and train cadets, and they are the beating heart of the cadet movement. These amazing people give their time and their expertise generously in order to transform the lives of young people in our communities. And I'm delighted that we are recognising 3 of these instructors at this ceremony. Finally, I'd like to say a few words about our Lord Lieutenant cadets. Each year, we take the opportunity to select 3 cadets, 1 each from our Sea, Army and Air Cadet Forces, to act as Lord Lieutenant cadets for the forthcoming year. Each cadet will accompany and assist the Lord Lieutenant in his duties over the course of the next year, and we'll be hearing from 3 outstanding cadets who have been selected for this duty for the forthcoming year. So that's quite enough from me. The most important people here this evening are those receiving the awards. So now I'd like to introduce you to Colonel David Fuller, who in turn is going to tell you all about and introduce you to our award recipients this evening. Thank you.
We have some amazing people here tonight to recognise, and I'd like to start with our reservist recipients. Warrant Officer Timothy Wiseman, 4th Battalion, the Parachute Regiment. W02 Wiseman has served with the Parachute Regiment for more than 32 years, completing tours in Iraq, Afghanistan and the Falkland Islands. He is currently responsible for training in Headquarters Company, a role he combines with a busy job working for the NHS. During the COVID-19 lockdown, his performance has been outstanding, and he has designed and delivered relevant and engaging training programs that have been hugely well received by the soldiers and used as a template for others in 4 Para to follow. Loyal, selfless, physically and mentally robust, his conduct means that he is thoroughly deserving of a Lord Lieutenant's Award. Sergeant Alison Allsop, A Squadron, 212 Field Hospital. Sergeant Allsop is a conscientious member of 212 Field Hospital, where she is known for the fantastic way she encourages those in junior ranks. She balances her role as a reservist with working long and arduous shifts in a hospital, accident and emergency department, and also being a mum. Sergeant Allsop has boundless energy and enjoys life to the full, taking part in challenging outdoor activities such as mountaineering, skiing or climbing with the British Army. Her stamina and leadership have greatly assisted global military expeditions, and she is fully deserving of this special award. Corporal Philip Williamson, 299 Parachute Squadron, Royal Engineers. Corporal Williamson became a reservist with 299 Parachute Squadron after 9 years in the regular army. As an advocate for mental health, he recognised the potential impact of COVID-19 on people's emotional well-being early on and created a resource hub on the Squadron Defence Connect page to give easy access to information and support. He also invited any member of the squadron to contact him if they felt their mental health was suffering. Corporal Williamson balances a drive to improve his personal skills with a commitment to helping others develop. He is determined, yet hugely empathetic, and can often be found quietly talking to fellow reservists of all ranks about both military training and mental health support. He is a bastion of knowledge and guidance and highly merits a Lord Lieutenant's Award. Lance Corporal Alexander Tenen, 5-3 Military Intelligence Company, 5 Military Intelligence Battalion. Lance Corporal Tenen has spent 8 of the last 12 months on exercise with the British Army, receiving glowing feedback from all quarters. Following his first exercise, the Brigade Intelligence Cell asked for him to help in a second high-profile exercise. In the United States, his exceptional knowledge of enemy units and equipment were vital in predicting what the enemy were going to do. On his return from Kenya, Brigadier Brown of 4 Infantry Brigade sent a letter to his company commander with his specific thanks for his contribution to the exercise. In addition to his support on demanding exercises, when back in the UK, he has attended almost every drill night, helping junior members of the company, both soldiers and officers, to understand intelligence processing techniques. His work ethic, along with his highly impressive skills in foreign languages, analysis and teamwork, deserve formal recognition. A brilliant ambassador for the Army Reserve, Lance Corporal Tenen's personal efforts have raised the profile of 5 Military Intelligence Battalion within both the Regular Army and Royal Marines units. Having already been recognised by 3 Commando Brigade through the award of a Commander's Coin, Lance Corporal Tenen is recognised by his home county for his positive contribution to his company, battalion and wider UK defence. Private Alison Ainsworth, 4th Battalion, the Yorkshire Regiment. Private Ainsworth has been part of the 4th Battalion, the Yorkshire Regiment, since April 2014, and in that time he has been on exercising to Kenya and Australia, in addition to being part of the battalion's cycling and operational shooting teams. He volunteered to take part in flood relief efforts in Calderdale following Storm Dennis in February, and was also one of the 150 reservists that operated mobile testing units across the region when COVID-19 first struck. For the sake of those around him, he worked longer hours and took on more responsibilities than come with his rank. He carried out all the tasks he was given to the highest standard, humbly and selflessly carrying out commitments to help others. He is thoroughly deserving of a Lord Lieutenant's Award. Now we have 3 worthy recipients from the Cadet Forces. Chief Petty Officer Christopher Lindley, Dewsbury Eastern Area Sea Cadet Corps. Chief Petty Officer Lindley works tirelessly to improve the facilities for the Sea Cadets in Dewsbury and West Yorkshire, looking after security and IT systems, building maintenance and boating equipment at the Beaver Sailing Club. His efforts mean cadets and other adult volunteers have the opportunity to do all the activities that are part of being a Sea Cadet. He is always willing to go that extra mile to assure that all the cadets and the adult volunteers get the best possible facilities, and for his outstanding dedication very much deserves this prestigious award. Captain Darren Brooks, Yorkshire North and West Army Cadet Force. Captain Brooks joined the Army Cadet Force in 2011 and was appointed Detachment Commander of Batley Detachment in E, the Rifles Company, in 2013. He has excelled at inspiring young people to achieve their potential regardless, and this aptitude led him to being commissioned in 2014. At Batley, 2nd Lieutenant Brooks put in place a rigorous programme of high-quality training that led cadet membership to soar and to the detachment becoming a beacon of best practice. He was appointed to company headquarters as a staff officer administration in 2016 and promoted to captain in 2018. He is a man of great integrity and exemplifies the values and standards of the Army Cadet Force. As such, Captain Brooks is recommended for Her Majesty's Lord Lieutenant's Award. Flight Lieutenant Peter Dubell, 868 Murfield Squadron, South and West Yorkshire Wing Air Training Corps. Flight Lieutenant Dubell began his service with the Royal Air Force Air Cadets in 1966, reaching the rank of Cadet Flight Sergeant before attending university. After his studies, he returned to the cadets as a civilian instructor, being commissioned in 1980. Soon afterwards, he took command of 39F Barnes Squadron, transforming it from a failing squadron into a vibrant, successful one. He was promoted to wing staff with the responsibility for shooting before moving to Yorkshire in 1991, where he was appointed as Officer Commanding 868 Murfield Squadron. Throughout his 45 years of adult service, Flight Lieutenant Dubell has proudly supported many hundreds of young people, and his service in the Corps has been exemplary. He has dedicated so much of his life to the service of others, and he is without question a worthy recipient of the Lord Lieutenant's Award. And now I'd like to introduce you to the cadet recipients, who are Leading Cadet Cameron Hago, Keighley Sea Cadets, Eastern Area Sea Cadets; Cadet Sergeant Millie Williamson, Wakefield Detachment, Yorkshire North and West Army Cadet Force; and Cadet Flight Sergeant Rebecca Jagger, 868 Murfield Squadron, South and West Yorkshire Wing Air Training Corps.
Hello, my name is Leading Cadet Cameron Hago, and I am from Keighley Unit, West Yorkshire District Sea Cadets. I joined the Sea Cadets in December of 2016. One of my closest friends was in the Sea Cadets at Keighley Unit. They were constantly talking about their experiences and the joy they were having in the Sea Cadets. After a bit of encouragement, I decided to join, and when I look back on what I have done and achieved with the Sea Cadets, it has been one of the best decisions I've ever made. This year, I have been given my paddle sport Level 1 instructors. I am currently the only cadet in West Yorkshire District to hold this qualification, and I am looking forward to getting back on the water to help instruct my fellow cadets. Since I joined the Sea Cadets, I have gained a lot more confidence in myself and my abilities, which has led me here today. I have taken part in activities, camps and courses that I never imagined I would ever do. I have made friendships that will last a long time, and I have gained skills that will help me in my future life. Being in cadets has taught me the importance of teamwork, leadership, commitment, loyalty and honesty. I am proud to be in a youth disciplined organisation, and I thank everyone for the opportunities I have been given. I have recently started a 2-year BTEC Level 3 course in engineering. After I have completed this course, I am wanting to join the Royal Navy as an engineer. However, until then, I would like to stay on as an adult volunteer within the Sea Cadets, so I can pass on my experiences and my knowledge to the younger cadets. I want to take this moment to thank you for this opportunity.
My name's Millie Williamson. I'm Cadet Sergeant and from Wakefield Detachment, E Company the Rifles, Yorkshire North and West. I've been in cadets 3 years now, and unlike most 12-year-olds, I thought the idea of shooting a gun was pretty awesome. It's the kind of thing not many people get to do nowadays, like camping, real camping. Not the kind of thing where you sleep inside or indoors, just you and a sheet of plastic to cover you from the rain. It appealed. My brother had also been in cadets, and a lot of my family relations had a military background, so I decided to take up the opportunity in September 2016 and haven't looked back since. Little did I know, these were actually going to be a small part of my experience. From my first night, I was hooked on drill, first aid, and military knowledge. In my first year, I took part in an annual inspection and on that night achieved best turned out on parade. I also attended my first field training exercise and many company weekends, eating some pretty great food and then some not so great rations. I also paraded on Remembrance Day, took part in poppy selling and helping out in the community while becoming part of an almost second family in Wakefield Detachment. What do I enjoy most about cadets? Of course, my immediate answer is winning. However, when I delved deeper, I thought about my favourite camps, the France Battlefield Tour, Christmas camp and annual camps with adventure training, as well as my favourite moments at detachment, like meeting the Mayor of Wakefield and the rare opportunity of party nights like Halloween and Christmas. Cadets has also given me exchangeable skills for the real world and prepared me for real-life situations such as interviews by teaching me important skills such as courage, discipline, respect, leadership and integrity, many others alike. Today I am honoured to be Lord Lieutenant Cadet of West Yorkshire. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Flight Sergeant Rebecca Jagger from 868 Mayfield Squadron. I'm 17, I'm currently studying Geography, Criminology and Textiles at Mayfield College. I'm balancing my studying with cadets and my job, and I'm extremely lucky to have been given so many great opportunities in cadets. I've learned so much, made so many great memories and made so many great friends. Summer 2018 was a great time for me in cadets. I spent 4 weeks almost consecutively on week-long camps at different RAF stations across the country. The first one was RIAT, which was the Royal International Air Tattoo, in which I even got to meet Honorary Group Captain Carol Boardman. Then I went on to RAF Shawbury, where I even got to have a flight in what was the new Juno helicopters. Then I went to RAF Syerston. This was the National Aerospace Camp, where I was even lucky enough to go to the National Space Centre. I then spent my final week on the outskirts of York on a cadet camp, developing my firing skills. In summer 2019, I went on the Air Cadet Leadership course. This was a pivot point in both my cadet career and outside life. I matured greatly over that week and grew my confidence. My team pushed me to work so much harder. There were cadets from all over the country, and I will always remember that week for living under the bivvy sheets, living off of rations. Over my time in cadets, I've spent a lot doing sports, whether that's from netball, hockey or swimming, from squadron level to wing level to region level. In the future, I hope to join the Army. I started my application back in July for a role in the Royal Logistics Corps as an ammunition technician. I want to thank my squadron commanding officer, Flight Lieutenant Peter Dubell. When I walked through those gates 4 years ago, shy and naive, he saw something in me that I didn't see. The organisation, the people along the way have grown my confidence and abilities. Thank you.
Thank you, cadets. And now I'd like to hand you over to Her Majesty's Lord Lieutenant for West Yorkshire, Mr. Ed Anderson.
Well, thank you, Colonel David. May I start by introducing myself to those I haven't yet met. My name is Ed Anderson, and I have the honour and privilege of being the Lord Lieutenant of West Yorkshire. Every county in the UK has a Lord Lieutenant who is appointed by the Queen to be her personal representative in that county. The presidency of the RFCA for Yorkshire and the Humber rotates around the 4 Lord Lieutenants in Yorkshire, and I have the privilege of being the current holder of that office. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to say a few words in closing this event. I'm so sorry that it has not been possible this year to hold our normal awards evening in person. It is one of the dates that I most look forward to in the year. But it is a pleasure to be here to make this recording at Carlton Barracks with its military links that go back over 150 years. I'm also delighted that I'm shortly going to have the opportunity to meet the award winners and my new Lord Lieutenant cadets in a Zoom environment. We have heard the citations for those who have received Lord Lieutenant awards and the presentations from my new Lord Lieutenant cadets. It is very humbling to hear these descriptions of your activities and also the glowing tributes to your personal qualities. It is clear to me that you are all remarkable people and thoroughly deserving of the recognition that you have received. You are all outstanding examples of the commitment, dedication, and professionalism for which the military is rightly renowned. Congratulations to every one of you. Turning now specifically, if I may, to the newly appointed Lord Lieutenant cadets. Cameron, Millie, and Rebecca, you are a most remarkable trio, and you are also superb examples of the positive impact that the cadet movement can have on our young people. My heartfelt congratulations on your appointment go to each of you, and I look forward to working with you during the coming year. Normally, the first occasion on which I would request your support would be Remembrance Sunday. It is not clear yet what form Remembrance will take this year, or whether Lord Lieutenant cadets will be able to attend. Once this is clear, my office will be in touch, and there will also hopefully be other events during the course of the next 12 months. We have a proud tradition here in West Yorkshire for supporting all sections of the armed forces, be they regulars, veterans, reservists, or cadets. That support comes through the West Yorkshire Lieutenancy, which is always happy to provide representation at military events in the county. It also comes through the commitment of our 5 local authorities with their armed forces champions. And it comes from all the other public and private sector bodies that are so supportive. The people of West Yorkshire greatly appreciate our armed forces. And that leads me to give a special mention to the tremendous contribution of the reservists who worked on the front line, both in the aftermath of the floods and more recently during COVID. We have heard about some of this earlier from Colonel David Rhodes in his introductory remarks and from Colonel David Fuller as he read the citations. I am delighted that we are recognizing the outstanding achievements of 5 of our reservists today. May I give a special thank you to some very important groups. Firstly, all those who work so hard to enable the reservists and cadets to achieve what they do and to give them the opportunities to have such valuable experiences. I thank all the permanent staff of the reserve units, and I offer a special thanks to all the Cadet Force adult volunteers who give freely of their time. We are especially grateful to you all, and I'm very pleased to see 3 of our adult volunteers being recognized with awards today. Secondly, may I thank all the families and employers. Cadets would not be able to have the experiences they have without the support of their families. I know from attending cadet events around West Yorkshire how proud family members are of the achievements of our cadets. Thank you all for your support. Thank you also to all the employers who give such valuable help and encouragement to our reservists. The Defence Employer Recognition Scheme ensures that proper recognition goes to the most supportive employers, but I am pleased to have the chance to record my thanks to all employers of reservists today. Before I close, may I thank the RFCA staff for arranging this online event. Everyone was determined that we would deliver this event in the best possible way in the current circumstances. I hope you all agree with me that that has indeed been achieved, and join me in thanking the RFCA staff for all their hard work. In conclusion, as I said earlier, I am looking forward to meeting some of you on Zoom in a moment. I hope that I will also have the opportunity to meet many of you in person before too very long. Congratulations once again to all of you who have been recognized today. Thank you for your service, your commitment, and for the superb example you give to others. Thank you.